Roshan, everybody. It's Roshan from BoostDistrict. Today is going to be a cool video, a little bit of a different scenario here, but you're going to enjoy it. So we're ONDGAS BoostDistrict collab build for Cheddar Bob. Let's go take a look at it and see what we have going on here today. So today is supposed to be our dyno video and having fun and doing burnout and donuts. We ran into a little bit of an issue, but we got a solution. So we always have to show it to you guys so we can be transparent and show it to you guys everything. So on the last video, we gave you guys a teaser. On the teaser, we showed you guys it running. We revved it a couple times and everything was good. We actually put it in a dyno. And when we put it on a dyno, we learned a lot of things on this truck, that how it was tuned previously. So we wiped it clean, started from fresh, and got it decently working. But you know, this is an old ECU. It's like an 03 truck ECU. So we have a lot of limitations on what we could do and we cannot do. So for this specific truck, as you guys know, Beto is going to run it hard. It's always going to live on the rev limiter. We want it safe. We want it nice. And it just had a lot of glitches. The O2 sensors are working slow, and it's not really meant to be worked on for this truck. It's a work truck to begin with, right? It started an 03 Silverado. It's a work truck, not supposed to be a burnout truck that we do crazy stuff with. So we're gonna fix it. The truck kept going into limp mode even before when we got it. When Beto had it, when he brought it here, he actually ripped a couple donuts, and when he was doing that, it just died because it went into limp mode. We fixed that issue, but since the throttle blade is closing and opening so fast, the ECU cannot keep up with it even with the harness that we supplied. So to fix that, we're just gonna put a Holly in it. We're gonna show you guys a really nice setup that we work with Jolt Systems. Ryan, shout out to you. We appreciate you for working in this project. He came in clutch for this project. We're gonna show you guys what's happening. So we got a brand new Terminator Holly ECU plus this plug and play harness. Look at this thing. There's zero cutting. So this truck is gonna piggyback to the stock ECU. So all the gauges and all the functionality still works. And on top of that, on the other side of it, is built in exactly for what we have. So we have the exact injectors, exact throttle body, and the intake air temperature sensor, the map sensor already built into this harness. So there's zero adapters. And look at how beautiful this harness is. Ryan, you outdid yourself like always. Look at how nice that is. Super clean, everything is wrapped, insulated. Look at this, hold on. Let me show you guys something real quick. Every single little connector has labels. Let's see, all the connectors. So CAN bus right there, sensor right there, alternator, throttle body, and transmission. 4L60 and 4L80 connector already all plugged in. So all this ECU right here, or all this wiring harness right here, plugs into the stock ECU, and then the other side works with the Holly. So nobody really does this yet. So Ryan, I appreciate you for making this for us. And this is another sub connector that works into the stock injectors. So this is super nice harness that Ryan made. So we appreciate Jolt Systems for supplying this. And it also comes with a built-in wideband, so the fueling and all that stuff will be pretty much set. We're gonna put that in this video right now. And we're gonna also include a issue that we had on the dyno. So we put this on the dyno already. Watch it right here. This thing is a little too wild for the dyno. I gotta be really careful. Likes to, it has definitely 411s in it for sure, so it does good donuts and burnouts for Beto, but a lot of power, a lot of gear, very wild times. We gotta be really conservative and really slow on our pulse, so we get good data here, and we also get a good graph. The graph doesn't really matter. We're not trying to make crazy power with it. We're trying to get good data for tuning, to make sure that the fueling, all the airflow is correct and all that stuff, so it drives good in the street also once we test it, and also makes the power whenever he's doing a burnout or a donut, it's all safe and doesn't melt itself. That's the main thing we're looking for. This is definitely not
a build to make power. It's not a drag truck. We're not trying to go hit 150 miles per hour with it. Doesn't matter. It just needs to make sure that whenever he's doing a donut or whipping it or whatever he's doing, Beto is doing, it's safe, conservative, and runs good, makes the good sounds, and has a good throttle position or throttle feel. Really good feedback on the throttle and whatnot. So let's make a couple more pulls, make sure it's clean, and then let's go have some fun with it. She's spicy.
Holy shit.
Yep. It's a little loud. It's a little crazy. It's a lot of wheel spin. It's wild. It's gonna be a good one. We need a tire on this thing to make it hook on the dyno. These low pros look awesome, but they don't hook that well. And 411 gears. It's a little wild. That is a little intense. This thing always raises my heart doing a pull. I don't really not the most enjoyable session for me, to be honest. It's just a little too wild, but it's fun when it's done. The process itself is a little cringy for me. We're done. That is a little too violent, but everything looks good. That is my last pull. I promised you guys.
As you guys have seen, it's rowdy. When you step into it, it's fine. But as soon as you try to modulate it up and down, it goes into limp mode. I know for a fact that we can easily fix it and work it out, but first of all, we don't have the time to finesse it. And second, it's gonna be unreliable. We want this thing to be beaten on with zero worries. So we're gonna go ahead and just put the Holley on it, like we told Beto. He's all for it. He's sponsored by Holley, so it's all good. We're all partners and working really good stuff. So we're gonna put a Holley. We're gonna redo a lot of our wiring. I feel like some of our work were wasted. Let's go jump into this thing real quick. So as you guys have seen on video number 2, we loomed and cleaned up all the harnesses and tucked it away. A lot of that work will kind of be thrown away. And since we're gonna have to take the blower back out and redo the wiring, but you guys are gonna join us in this video to watch that. And in this specific video, you're gonna see it running, you're gonna see it on the dyno making power, and you're gonna see it do a donut. I promise you, I'm not gonna let you guys down. So don't jump to the end. Let's watch the whole thing. I want you guys to see the process. So this harness is gonna be available at our website. Every single thing on this truck, the belt drive, the intake, right here, the cold air intake, beautiful piece. This reservoir kit, so supercharger reservoir, catch can, and your OEM radiator reservoir is all gonna be available on the website. Supercharger kit, the intake, the reservoir, and the ice tank in the back, and now this Holley harness. Type in ONDGAS. Put it right here, Sam, ONDGAS. When you go to BoostDistrict.com, just type ONDGAS and you'll see every single part that went into this truck. So we keep it easy for you, and enjoy this video. So let's jump into the action. All right, so the supercharger's off, as you guys have been seeing right here, and let's dive in this thing real quick. Hold on a second, Gavin. This is all OEM wiring. Look at all this. This is all redone by us already, and this was all tucked under the supercharger. And as you guys already have seen in this whole build, we gotta make sure this thing looks good and easy to work on. So obviously Ryan's harness is the same quality as ours, even probably a little better and more professional. He's a wiring guy. So you know, it's same tucked as ours, and also same looming, really nice, as we did. So this is basically gonna go under the supercharger and ran across the underneath the fuel rails also, to make sure it's all tucked out of the way of the heat. And whenever it needs to be worked on, it's easy to trace. So same thing in this guy, you know, bank 1 injectors, and then bank 2 injectors. So 1, 3, 5, and 7, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 cylinders. So it's gonna go hook up in the main harness that's gonna go in the back of the truck, back of the firewall here, and it's gonna go under the supercharger to keep it all clean. But you guys saw the engine bay a while ago and how looked it good, and this is all what's underneath it. It's all zip tied out of the way and under and insulated, and also very organized. But when it's all coming apart, this is what you see. So that's the old harness. This is all the new harness. Let's get back to it and enjoy the build. All right, so we're closing the doors. Beto told me this truck better be burnout and donut ready. I'm not a showmaker like he is, doing the good donuts that he does on all the shows and for Instagram. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna do my best with this truck, and let's see how it goes. But I know for a fact it's burnout ready. It's made good power in the dyno, and now let's go hit it. Close the doors and let's roll. Best show, but I'll take it. Obviously, it's not ready. Beto, you made this line before. I'm telling you to come back out here and do it again. But anyways, let's end this video. Grab a cold drink. Make sure you got a BoostDistrict easy available on the website. Here's what you can. There you go. BoostDistrict easy for you too. There you go. So have a drink. We'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and a like, and share it. Beto, ready for you to pick up your truck and drop off 2 more. See you guys in the next one.